¿Qué pasa, familia de dinero? I am your host, Champion El Dinero, a truck driver on the detour towards wealth, and I hope that you join me on this journey. I am not a crystal ball, even though I am bald, and I am not a financial advisor. All of this is for educational purposes only. Now, with that out the way, Holo, what in the world happened? What happened? In the morning, it started to dip. In the day, it maintained. And at the end, it just said, no. All that is going to be answered for you all in one video, so you're not confused. A bunch of other content creators are throwing a bunch of stuff out there without all the facts, and that's why I wait at the end of the day in order to give you the facts. Now, we're not only just going to be talking about MicroCloud Hologram, we're going to be talking about MicroAlgo and why it is an important factor of somebody's portfolio. With that being said, if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much. Shout out to you. Thank you. And I would deeply appreciate it if you hit the like button. It does send this out. If you are a holder, are you still currently holding Holo, or did you sell? And if you're a new viewer, make sure to just chill, watch the video, and if you like the vibes, you can definitely hit that subscribe button and hit that like. Join the familia de dinero. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and do the Discord shout outs. And thank you so much to Damar. By the way, your Discord link has expired. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. I did update the Discord link, so it is now able to take new members. It is totally free. It will be a paid service in January, as I want to kind of build value for the Discord. And trust me, if you were in the Discord, none of this really bothers you. It's just the course that is going to happen with Hologram. Now, on top of that, we also have Fred. I'm not an OTR semi driver, but I got a Class A and have driven Class B vehicles, local, regional. Drive careful out there and always be safe. And I appreciate that. Stay safe out there, fellow truck driver. So let's go ahead and open up this article that has been coming out with Stock Titan. We have, I was already kind of reviewing it, but we have MicroCloud Hologram Inc. announces results of its 2024 annual general meeting of the shareholders. Now, MicroCloud Hologram held its 2024 annual meeting on September 27th. We know that, where shareholders approved several key proposals. These include the 20-to-1 share consolidation, increasing the authorized share capital from 500 to 10 million, and adopting a dual 500,000 to 10 million. A dual class share structure. The consolidation will reduce outstanding Class A ordinary shares from 410,883,973 to 20,544,198. The company aims to meet NASDAQ minimum $1 per share requirements. Trading on a split adjusted basis will begin on October 9, 2024 with the new USIP number. The consolidation also affects warrant exercise prices and the number of shares issuable upon exercise. So we have a lot of individuals that are freaking out. I mean, I go on X, sell. Everybody's saying, go ahead and sell. I'm confused because we knew that this was coming. It was bound to come. We just didn't know when. And honestly, I've already mentioned that it should happen within the very first 2 weeks of October. Lo and behold, it's going to happen in the very first 2 weeks of October. Now, I believe that if we were going to get a natural pop, that it was going to happen in September. And September, we would have had some very astronomical news just come out. And that would have been beneficial for everybody. But unfortunately, the news that we got was, hey, at the end of September, we're having a meeting to figure out if we are going to do a reverse split. Now, with MicroAlgo and MicroCloud Holograms, MicroAlgo kind of mimics MicroCloud Hologram. But now MicroAlgo has MLGO has now went on its own kind of way, and the way that its trajectory is pumping. It's at 40 cents, almost 8 o'clock and closing. So excuse me, 40 cents. It's almost 8 o'clock. There we go. I had to make sure I said the right numbers. But the reason for this is that, and this is going to tie in with MicroCloud Hologram. The reason for this is, number one, there was a insider that is buying. They bought, I believe, over 1 million shares, and they have to file in order to get that many shares. So 1 million shares at a set price That's a lot of money. And they're not buying it post reverse split. It's preemptive. So as soon as I saw that and I got confirmation, I knew there ain't much to worry about with MicroCloud Hologram. There might be dilution, there might be all of these things, but the take home isn't going to be that much. But if you did not just put all your eggs in one basket, you would be like, I'm glad I diversified. Now, of course, I've been making videos. If you check out my penny stock videos on Sunday, I show you where I've been placing my money. And regardless, doesn't matter if it doesn't pop, regardless, today alone, you would have made money. But I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not telling you what to buy. I'm an individual that just looks at opportunities and loves to help people. I'm not kidding. So when it comes down to MicroAlgo, I said, you know what? These two like to mimic each other. The only kind of diversion MicroAlgo decided to do was have an insider buyer that decided to be the roaring kitty. He is like the roaring kitty of the Chinese stocks for America, right? So I was like, great. I don't got much to worry about. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to watch this stock go to the moon. When it comes down to MicroCloud Hologram, I knew that the reverse split was going to happen. And what happens when a reverse split is announced? There is press release. We are finally going to get the news that we so desire. And I don't think it's just from MicroCloud Hologram. I think it's from MicroAlgo and another stock that I'm keeping to myself. And it's already been 100% up today. So when it comes down to it, why I haven't been in the seat of being worried because everything is playing out like chess. I didn't understand in the beginning. When I started doing analytical videos over this stock, I didn't really understand where it was moving, right? But as I gotten deeper and that we built this community, I'm telling you, the Discord is already an asset. We're building it up and I'm seeing that there's shorts, right? There's a large presence of shorts. And so they're getting in, they're like, okay, let's short this stock. We're making money. Some people on margin shorting the stock, making money all the way down. Well, this is a thing. Conversion notes are probably not over. So the stock will continue to go up. Battle. The money that they have, look, you're shorting a company that has cash on hand, low liabilities, and assets out the wazoo. I don't like shorts, honestly. I understand the reason for them, but shorts are going to be there in order to have the company prove themselves. I think that MicroCloud Hologram will not only just prove themselves, but they will absolutely stay up and it's stuck for at least a while. Not astronomical levels, but they're going to be up and it's stuck because what they're about to release is going to be shattering. And you're going to have even the eyes of Wall Street kind of like, wait a second, because, Wall Street wants to stay on NVIDIA and Palantir and all of these stocks that I have. But I knew that if I delve into the penny stocks, I have a better chance, of course, high risk. But if I can mitigate that risk by finding out the information that I need, I will win in the end. And fear is the biggest driver into somebody just losing out on a lot of money. So follow what the 1% is doing. And as soon as I made a video in my car weeks ago and I saw on that Monday, oh man, I was like, okay, this isn't going the way I thought it would go. So as soon as I saw that it wasn't going the way I thought it would go, I had to reposition and be like, okay, the narrative has changed. Something has came up. I didn't know what it was. You are in for a perfect storm. Here in the US, it's the flip. You got to understand that. We are at the flip. We have a port closed. We have a possibility of having to go to World War III. And of course, China might be implementing that, but they have, and I'll get to the pros of there. We have uncertain presidential. We have jobs just going down the poop chute. We have a lot of things propping up the stock market on the American side with hope, for perfection, as some would say. But then all of a sudden in China, we have an actual stimulus that might affect them down the road, just like the US had to have the issues that we're having now. But concurrently, you have a booming economy and a stock market over there that is just finally reviving. A lot of individuals think that, okay, hey, you know what? They got the stimulus right now. It's a perfect time. Look how they timed the stimulus right before their holiday, Golden Week. Did you know that? No, you didn't know that it ends on Tuesday. Oh wow, on Wednesday the reverse split happens. People that are in China come onto the US stock market. It's universal, okay? It's universal. It's not, you don't have to be from what I know, you don't have to be in the US to be a trader on the NASDAQ. Wow. So when you expand your knowledge, you realize, dang, okay, you know what? The king can only make one move, but the queen can really go across the map and take out the big players. And when you start looking at it like chess, yeah, we had to sacrifice some places. Somebody, an individual that gets in, more than probably at the dip when the reverse split happens, is probably in the best position comparable to me or somebody that just got in now. But it's all about getting in, staying in, following, and trusting the process. This company has a pattern and a scheme that it does. And for the fact that people are getting scared for something that already has happened, they told you they're going to do a reverse split. They told you. Now, I didn't want it to happen, but in order for the price to go up, I knew that I had to sacrifice. Look, I would love to see if, for example, let's just say you are holding 1,000 shares. I'm not saying that's what I have, but let's just say you're holding 1,000 shares. It goes up to $100. You made $100,000. That would be fantastic. But unfortunately, if you have 1,000 shares and it goes up to $10, or excuse me, they consolidated your 1,000 shares and it goes up to $100, it's nowhere near the amount of money that you would have gotten. And that's just the reality of it. But you made money nevertheless. So I also wanted to find something like a great recommendation. MicroCloud has been the recommendation that showed up and promised. That was like, okay, let me check its charts. I said, oh wow, okay, it has pops kind of like Holo, but more frequently, especially in this year. And it's kind of a baby or a little bit younger than MicroCloud Hologram on the stock market from what I've seen. So I decided to delve into it. Look, there's a lot of individuals that are content creators and they do this full time. They trade and they do this full time. I go out there, I drive a truck, and I really do want to get wealthy and have a detour getting towards it. But the thing is that if you read a lot of books and I've been on the internet or as a YouTuber for over 10 plus years. I have 2 channels that have over thousands of subscribers. And so I decided to come here and do something new, and I decided to make a video about Hologram because I saw a lot of people asking questions. What the heck happened? And I wanted answers for myself, and so I went out there and found them, and I had to weed through all the BS. I had to weed through it all. And that's the thing about the internet. It's an interesting place. You can get lies. You have lies that people said that, oh, it's going to be an 8-for-1. Oh, they're going to release earnings on this day. But unfortunately, we just did like, no, there wasn't a continuation of, okay, oh, now it's a good time to buy. Now it's a good time to sell. You should do what you want to do, right? If you feel like you want to sell, then you sell. If you feel like you want to buy, you want to buy. But let me leave you with the story, right? Zap Motor Vehicles, right? It was at 87 cents. I bought quite a bit of shares of it. It went down to like 70 or 60 cents and I couldn't stomach it. I said, you know what? Let me get out of it. A week later, it popped to $17. And had I stayed into it, you could do the math. It doesn't matter. But I would have had $15,000 had I stayed into it. Now, that one mistake taught me so much that, you know what? Number one, if you feel something in your gut that's telling you, maybe I should hold on, or maybe I should sell, then you should follow your own gut. Or if you have a financial advisor, follow the financial advisor. But them, you know, it's like Tom Lee. Sometimes you don't really 100% know. It's off of a gut feeling. So when it goes off, when I look at this, I'm not gambling. A lot of, look, I wish I could show y'all, but a lot of my little stocks that I have just one share is a projection to see exactly which one should I delve into within that week. I have a whole entire program of what that I do, a diagram that you can download. It is just $1, which is a fantasy penny stock football. And it's one of the best tools that I think I created even for myself. I'm like, man, I'm glad I created this, because it actually shows me my winners and my losers. And so you can break it down without using an Excel spreadsheet. Some people can't learn that way. And so even when it comes down to like videos like this, it's better to have an explanation, vocal explanation, than a chart. Some people look at the chart and they're like, well, I know green means up and red means down. And I understand that. I understand some people don't got the time, they don't have the patience, and they don't really want to delve. They just want to put their money into it, make it simple, and leave. That's it. That's all they want to do. They probably just want to watch one video on the subject matter from their favorite creator, and then they have to make a decision based on the information that they obtain. This is my message. MicroCloud Hologram has already showed you, at least showed me, that there has already been 2 reverse splits and only 1 short squeeze. Both times these splits, the reverse split happens, it is skyrocketed. It is all too well known at this point that China has its stimulus going on right now. China's stock market is propped up right now. The US stock market is at a stalemate. In order for us to get results that benefit the market, we would have to wait until Thursday and Friday. People are now looking at small caps, and not even just small caps, but those that show severe promise. And I believe the big buyers will then buy the dip at the reverse split. Now, after market is 7:32 concurrently when I'm, doing this. After market, we're looking at MicroCloud sitting at 37. It was at 40. It's at 37. It's playing the game, right? When it comes down to Holo, we're looking at 29, and it's been staying there. Pre-market, I can see that it's a strong possibility that we regain a lot of what we lost. And if it's a game about a short squeeze, we can possibly see the short squeeze happen by the end of this week with MicroCloud Hologram. But again, I say that's about a 12% chance, not too high of a likelihood to see a significant squeeze. But yeah, so when it comes down to it, have a conviction on what you want to do. And I hope that my story about Zap Motor Vehicles teaches you that either I can take out my profit if I have profit concurrently, or I can see it through. Finally get to that day. The funniest thing is that people become impatient at the end. Like when I'm on the treadmill, I'm running, and I got 30 seconds left. And it's the hardest 30 seconds that I got to go through. But once you're done, it's over. Until you have to do it again. But it's over. You got people quitting, and it's not even over yet. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this has been a long one. I will catch all of you, Familia de Dinero, in the next one. And adios.